Today we're talking about the value of a college education and the opportunities that become available once you obtain your bachelor's degree. Understandably, though, the process can prove to be quite daunting or unfamiliar for high school students, which can discourage many of them from even applying. For this reason, the Access College Foundation has placed advisors in all 29 public schools throughout Hampton Roads to help young people during this journey and inspire the hope that a college education is attainable.
I was one of those students who didn't really have the extremely high GPA.
Like so many high school seniors, Ashley Woodis was concerned about her prospects of going to college.
I got accepted and rejected and then got accepted again from various schools, so I was very frantic my last year.
Disheartened and unsure what to do next, Ashley turned to her Access advisor for help.
She was just like, well, there's still other options. Like, even if, if you're totally discouraged about this school and that school, there's still other options.
Together, they developed a plan where Ashley could identify the college that was right for her.
If it wasn't for my Access advisor taking the time to make sure that I honestly went on the college fair and to make sure that I had the contact information of the different representatives, I would have never went to school.
Now as an Access College advisor herself, Ashley uses her experience to guide high schoolers through their ups and downs.
So when the students come in and they're totally frantic, I'm like, take a deep breath. I know exactly how it feels. I went through it myself. This is what we need to do, and this is how we're going to get it done.
A big part of Ashley's job is to focus on the student and uncover what it is they want to achieve for the future.
And then once you get them in your office on that one-on-one appointment, that's when you can really start asking them exactly what are their goals, like what do they honestly want to do in life. And then, of course, I give them my whole spiel about the fact that you don't want to be an older person and get up every day and hate going to work. There's so many of us already that exist in the world. You don't want another generation like that. So when you start asking them exactly what makes you happy, like what would honestly make you smile every day going in your car to work? So then they don't have a problem with coming to you and talking to you and say, I think I changed my mind. I don't want to be a criminal justice major. I think I want to be a communications major. And then that may change by the next week that you see them. So it's pretty much a situation where we're giving them that special time for them to come into their own and to discover who they honestly are as a person.
She then talks to them about pursuing a college education and the possibilities that it can provide.
College to me signifies that they have options. You don't want to limit yourself. But if you don't have the college degree, you're stuck.
Once the students get that light bulb moment, the realization they want to go to college, Ashley works hard to help eliminate any obstacles that may deter them from making it a reality.
Sometimes you kind of get discouraged yourself and you get bummed out and you kind of say, I don't know, or either you just can get totally stressed where you have total meltdowns and you just are throwing your hands up at the whole entire thing. And then you sit them down and you tell them, okay, let's develop a plan. And then when you start breaking it down in almost like a timeline, they're like, okay, I can do this. Their stress level definitely calms down a lot and they're just like, oh my goodness, you're the best. So it's basically like a big one-stop shop. The entire gamut of college application process is what we do. By the time June rolls around and you see those students at graduations and you see the smiles and you see the tears, you know that all of the hard work that you've put into it has not been in vain, because despite those challenges, the product's right there. When you look at the back of the program and you see all of the different colleges that the seniors are going to, that's honestly what drives me, to see that a student goes from absolutely nothing to being, successful, and knowing that I had like a little teeny bit part to do with it. And I think that that's what Access does as a whole. Year after year, we try and make sure that we're giving back and that we're making sure that the students are aware of the endless possibilities that they have.
Joining me now is Ashley Woodis and another Access College high school advisor, Lauren Collins. Ashley, I want to start with you. Is there a certain time that a student should start thinking about college? When is that time and why?
Well, within Access, we always say that you're supposed to start focusing on college in the 9th grade. But typically, students really don't start having that epiphany that college is possible until their junior year. So we try and definitely get them at the 9th grade to make sure that they know to make high school count, not to blow off their 9th grade year. But typically, the junior year is when they really start.
Lauren, a lot of these kids that are seated here today are all asking the same question. What do I need to get the ball rolling?
Well, if you're a ninth grader, there are things you can do as early as then, and that's, be involved in your school, play sports, join clubs. Of course, keep your grades up. That's really important. But anything else that shows a college that you're a well-rounded student or a scholarship organization is something that you should start doing right away.
Let's talk about everybody's favorite thing, tests. Yeah, tests. What are the deadlines for the tests? What do they need to do to prepare?
I always tell my students, if you're interested in taking the SAT or ACT, you can always hang out at Barnes & Noble's on a Saturday and get the free resources that they have there. You can also go to your local library and check out the SAT and ACT study guide booklets.
And Lauren, how do we register for these tests?
You can register online, or you can fill out the paper registration form. And we definitely recommend that you do the SAT and the ACT as well.
When we return, more from the Access Advisors and how they're helping high school students navigate through the college application process. Stay with us. The ins and outs of being college-bound. Join the discussion by going to our Cox Plugged In Facebook page. It's one way you can stay plugged in.